Yaqub Stadium, the Education City Stadium in Doha, the Al Rayyan Stadium in Al Rayyan, Khalifa International Stadium in Doha, Al Thumama Stadium in Doha, and the Ras Abdul Abud Stadium also in Doha. So you can imagine how it's been. Man, we wouldn't like the shape of this stadium. Be like, the thing we all like. I like that shape, Like you. Okay, we see our Breezy baby right here in the studio. Give me a smile. Vicky, we see right here, showing his affiliation. Where his heart is 100% Nigerian. Where we all are not. The rest of us not be. I only have in Nigeria. Person we play for Nigeria, score for Nigeria day here. Only you wear Jesse. Okay, that's VQ. And then we've got the door. Also, Josh. Let's say we get our own to do.
The
do.
Don't let the original do my
no, this one we know now. You go see the response. The door. I tell you, now we be Brila, now we get national team, now we get everything. Nigeria from Brila get down. Okay now, Portugal 0, Ghana 0. Portugal had a lot of chances, dominated play. The Ghanaians initially started trying to cage, but found out, okay, let's be a bit more expressive, and then came out a bit. What will be the implication of coming out fully against a Portuguese team? I'm talking about Ghana now. If then decides, okay, more will even come out. Waiting for you happen.
I think when the game started, in the first 5 minutes, they were playing very defensive. They were sitting too deep. But in the next maybe 15-20 minutes after that, they came out to play. And they finished the first half like that. And but the problem is, if you open up like that, you need to be very, very careful, because we are going to create a lot of spaces in the midfield and also in the defense. So they must be wary of that, so that they don't create a lot of spaces where these Portuguese can capitalize on.
So be careful. The Ghanaians must be careful not to come out. Otherwise, space go too deep. And from space they enter. When I wear space, they say, now where crack they lizard they enter. Leg. Hello, good evening. Hello. Man, let's allow you settle all the principalities and power that are troubling you first, and then you can call back. Okay? Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening to you.
I greet my chairman, Bros. Julius Agawa.
What's your name?
Good evening to you.
Steven, calling
You're
from
welcome.
Lekki.
You're welcome, Steven.
Welcome.
The game, I see Portugal winning by 1 goal to nil, but that Cristiano Ronaldo, they should not be starting that guy. It's not that active again. Yes, his age. That is what affected Argentina. They have old men in the team. So this World Cup is for the young guys. They should substitute Ronaldo and put that AC Milan boy so that they can get the goals. Yes.
All right, good. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
The age done, they worry the team. Wait, I want to ask. When you were playing, and I know that it depend on you for goals. At what stage did you start feeling, hey, it be like, say, I've lost a yard of pace, so say normally it go take me 2 seconds to run like 50 or like 10 or 5 meters. But now it take me 1 minute to do this thing. How go take do it? At what stage did it come?
Almost, even to today, I still get my speed is still there. I never lost my pace. It's just the physicality of the game. You know, it's so much demanding that every game, every week in, week out, you need to be at your best. You need to give 120%. So when you see that you're no longer able to do that, you're no longer able to give your 120% every game, then you know that it's time to start slowing it down. You have to slow it down, maybe play for a smaller team, that is not so demanding, or go to a lesser league that is not so demanding of such stress. So I think that's where you know that it's time to draw the curtain.
Okay, but how many strikers can really do this? Like, is this something that is exceptional to you, or all very good strikers do not lose their pace?
No, it depends on the kind of gene you have. Depends on the kind of body you have and how you look after yourself. On and off the pitch, is about how you take off yourself. So some strikers can play like Ronaldo right now. Is still physically strong, but compared to what he used to do, you know that it's not the same anymore.
Okay. All right now. 54 minutes gone. As we don't enter second half, so about 10 minutes done the waka go. Portugal 0, Ghana 0. Go never drop. Oh. Yes, Bruno Fernandes trying his best. Playing as a maestro right there. Trying to supply in all the crosses and all the passes necessary. But still, nothing there happened. Like some people would say, possession without penetration. We pay. Okay, we're going to soon get the stats. Yes, Vicky Divo connected the house, of course. We'll come see how the stats be based on saying that 50 minutes plus that don't play for this game. The Ghanaians still holding forth. They said something before this game started. Syria, Nigeria, and Orish. Their own hand go Rishamo. Can they really do it? Let's get to the stats at this time. Let me see how they play on paper. In the meantime, 090 40,889 and 090 41,889. That's not the number to take join us right here. All right, the Portuguese still going forward. Can it happen? Let's see. Okay. Still nothing. But the opportunities keep coming up. All right, over to Vicky Divo at this time. Let's get the starts of the game. Portugal versus Ghana. Vicky.
Ghana against Portugal. Interesting game. It has turned out to be.
All right, Vicky, sorry to put a pin on that right now. Did you see the excitement from Julius Agawa? Julius Agawa, I better tell us what happened.
That was close. I was hoping that ball was going to roll into the net.
That is so about the entire net now. All are they happy already, like it was close.
No, it was close. It was close. Lack of precision. Lack of precision.
Because of the
good
pressure
chance.
No, it's actually been running.
Yes.
Let's quickly finish it. Let's quickly finish it. But that's something the Portuguese should be careful about anyway. It looks like the Ghanaians can take advantage of the spaces and utilize counter-attacking situations to affect this game. In the meantime, Otávio needs a bit of medical attention there. And they're spraying deep heat into his thigh area as well as his hamstring area. Let's quickly take a look at the stats. Portugal, 66% of the ball to 34. 7 attempts, only 2 on target, 3 off target and 2 blocked. Ghana have had only 1 attempt, none on target. Okay, 2 attempts, 1 on target. 1 off target actually, none on goal at all, none on target, none blocked, and 1 off target, which was the Mohamed Kudus chance a couple of minutes ago. And for blocked shots, of course, Portugal have 2, Ghana have none. For free kicks, Ghana 10, Portugal 15. For corner kicks, 3 apiece. For offsides, Ghana have had the only 1 in this game. And for throw-in, Portugal 3, Ghana 5. And for goalkeeper saves, Ghana goalkeeper have saved twice. Portugal goalkeeper is been on holiday. For yellow cards, Ghana have had the 2 so far in this game. For total passes, 224 for Portugal, completing 392. Ghana have had 221, completing 185. Tackles, Portugal 8, Ghana 7. Yes, it tells you what the Portuguese are also doing the moment they lose the ball. They try to rush as quickly as possible to get the ball back and hold on to possession. 91 attacks by Portugal to Ghana's 37. Dangerous attacks 42 by Portugal to Ghana's 12. So yes, a big game so far. But of course, in terms of the scoreline, the Ghanaians are yet to do something about it that could give them the edge. Or the Portuguese guys, are also unable to live up to the expectations. Pretty much so, the Ghanaians are doing their best, keeping them at bay. But yes, it is goalless. And it is 58 minutes.
All right, 58 minutes gone. And there's a bit of a ruckus. Ruckus means that they quarrel on top of the pitch. Yeah, so it be like says Jean Félix don't go 5 person trouble. Remember that slapper now. But like this, the referee now they try to deal with this smug begin like this. Anyway, Anyway, still Portugal 0, Ghana 0. Andre Ayew. Yes, captain of this Ghanaian side coming up to try to settle the issues. And the guys now, they don't pause play. As they gather now, they try to lay their cases like people where they caught. Give the judge, which is the referee in this case. 58 minutes gone. Portugal 0, Ghana 0. Maybe we get to the reactions. 090 40,889. 090 41,889. Yes, who there? Good evening.
Evening. My name is Apollos.
You're welcome, Apollos.
Well done.
Yes, so welcome.
In this Ghana game on Portugal, seriously, I want Ghana to win the game. Yes, I'm in support of Ghana to win the game, seriously. And I also want you people to help me find out the oldest players in this FIFA World Cup and the youngest player.
Okay.
The youngest and the oldest player.
All right.
So thank you.
All right.
Thank
you very much. Thank you. Julius Agawa. One boy, whether they call a little Seidu, he they give person head, you know. He they not person for his side feed. What did they really happen?
That is not professional at all. Because this is a big game at the World Cup. So you know anything you do is going to be looked at, and you can be sent off, and then you're going to punish your whole team just because of your action. I think it's not. It wasn't called for anyway.
In the heat of the moment, the Ghanaian player Alidu Seidu, he don't chop yellow card now.
Yeah.
Which means he don't do on red radar.
Yes. You know, anything from here now, you can be sent off, and it's gonna be very painful
for the Ghanaians.
To the team, and then they have to suffer for it.
Well, we have 30 minutes of normal time to play in this game, as it's 60 minutes gone already. Portugal 0, Ghana 0. Yeah, Sudedia, good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening.
I greet you. Welcome.
Breezy, good evening to you.
I greet you.
Yeah.
Julius
Yeah,
Agawa is in the
I
house.
greet you.
Yes.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Vicky
Yeah.
Libokedo is here as well.
Yeah, good evening, DQ.
Yeah, good evening. Welcome.
Maxwell on the line, the personal
Maxwell,
person.
let's hear you.
You see, this thing with this guy, they do just now. In John Court, I don't understand. For his happy. You don't give person a boost. Is he playing? May no try that thing. If you try and I red card, if you try and again one more yellow card, you go come out. You see, even though even in this game, they feel this game. The African country, they do. We go for power, strength, and not for sense. Now, sense and they used to play ball, don't be power. Now, this is what they do. Senegal lose their game 2-0. 2-0. So, when they shoot precisely, you see a sense they shoot ball, not be everything power. Everything, make I do and fast, come out. You sense place your ball well. So, when they get for this game, they go see lose, when they get for, when they lose like Nigeria will be for 20 match. When they very, very careful for this game. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, 60 minutes gone. Portugal 0, Ghana 0. And yes, goal never drop. But so far, the Ghanaians have done well. If you ask me, I think impressive. If you ask me, I considering the quality and the stock of this Portuguese team, to the say the Ghanaians still they hold forth till now. Not say the Portuguese never try to score, but the fact that the Ghanaians don't manage to them reach this level, I think it's kudos. And I hope, you know, even if a win does not come out of this, a draw is definitely okay for me. I don't know about you, Julius Agawa.
Well, from the play, what we are seeing here, like I said before the game even started, we talked about the bench, the quality of your bench. And I think it's that time now for the players to start coming in. The legs are a little bit tired, and I'm very sure if they need to make some changes, this is the time to make that change so that the players will come in with fresh legs so that they can make the difference. That's why I talked about the quality of the bench from the Portuguese and also from the Ghanaian side. So we need to see that change now.
Talking about the change right now. No be that kind of change, this one, hey. Julius Agawa talking about change. But right now, let's go straight. The chairman, CEO, Brila Media, Dr. Larry Zamaje. Coachie's right here. Coachie, good evening, Coachie.
Yes, good evening, Femi.
Coachie, what a game it's been. Portugal, Ghana, huffs and puffs, mistakes here and there. Mozu versus Isha. Coachie, what would you say about the game so far? Who's not doing what is right? Who's doing what is wrong?
Well, the Ghanaians have been playing very, very well. And, of course, they started cautiously. And, of course, that's the right thing to do because of the big names paraded by Portugal. And they have been working from the strategy book. This second half, they just have to keep their cool. At times, you do what in tennis we call unforced errors. That was what Seidu did. And now Seidu, who is in top form, may just lose his place to Amartey. And so that is what the problem has been. When you start losing your cool, you make silly mistakes. And now they want to give Ronaldo the opportunity of entering the record books in a very, very big way, which is not what anybody expected. But that's how these things go. That's the shame of African football. And indeed, what has happened is very, very bad, really very bad, because they have indeed done very well up to this minute.
Coach, is it about the quality of players or lack of it on the field, or about the depth in terms of technicalities from the bench?
Yes, the boys were very determined. But you see, when they started putting the rough-house tactics, now they've gifted Portugal a penalty. And with a Ronaldo who wants to score because Messi scored the other day from the penalty spot, who wants to shame Man U, so much is at stake now.
Wow.
This is a moment I never thought we would see today.
Coach, you never saw a penalty moment like this, that Ronaldo will get a score. Coach, you said you never saw a moment like this, Coach.
I never expected we would see this kind of moment.
And Ronaldo has scored the goal.
History has been made. He becomes the first man to score in 5 editions of the World Cup.
Wow, interesting. But can this situation be turned around, Kochi, by the Ghanaians? There's still some will argue.
You go for broke. That's the way it is. What you now do is change the strategy rather than have a 5-man back line. You've got to change it a little and be more ambitious now.
Wow, interesting. Kochi, talking about the likes of Ayew, talking about the likes of Kudus, Ghana also seem to have 1 or 2 players that can, on a solo, get results for the Black Stars. How can this potential be kinetized or be harnessed so that it turns out to be a result, good result?
Well, the way it has gone now, they've got to change the strategy. No need staying behind and wait for counters. You must look at what the software is also saying. And without peeping into their software, from where I am watching, I can say Ayew is getting tired. Take away Ayew, bring on maybe the younger brother, somebody who is pacey, and that can now make Mohamed Kudus, who is clearly Ghana's most promising player moving the ball forward, to now work with somebody who can now also feed Iñaki Williams. So that is how I see Ghana picking something from this game. Anything else will be very, very bad.
They are yet to have a shot on goal, talking about the Black Stars of Ghana. In terms of
because they were playing cautiously and expecting to hit the opponents on the counter, which we have not seen. So what we find is because Iñaki Williams is isolated, when Kudus does his magical runs, he's not playing at the other man is not playing at his pace. Talking about Ayew, and so you need somebody to replace Ayew, who is beginning to age. The speed we used to know him for, the kind of grit, the fight in his system, we no longer see. At 32 going to 33 and playing now in Saudi Arabia, he's done very well up to this stage. But when it goes this way and you want a result, you've got to change the strategy. No more. You are lying, you are 1 goal down. You don't want to lie down and be waiting to snuff attacks and see if you can do counters. This is the time to also press. This is the time to come all out. So we need somebody who would stay between Mohamed Kudus and Iñaki, or somebody that would be on the right side of Kudus, because most times when he turns, because he depends mainly on the left, he's looking at how to look for the guy Ayew. But I tell you this, what has caused this? A moment of madness. And so concentration levels dropped. And you don't do that. You don't do that. We saw what Seidu did the first time, what Seidu did the second time. He should not have done that. Because you see, these things have a way of getting to other members of your team. So they just need somebody who can hold the ball, who can run, who can play with Mohamed Kudus now, not Ayew. I repeat, not Ayew.
Not Ayew. What if the coach decides to change the strategy and then brings on the other Ayew, Jordan?
That will be better because he's pacey. He's got the body to ward off defenders who come to him. He is somebody who does it in the EPL. And so he knows Cancelo, knows Ruben very well.
Interesting.
Again, if it goes this way, when the man is very, very ambitious, like Ronaldo, and coming into this competition, Ghana had problems selecting their goalkeepers. Don't forget that Ofori got injured, and Wallacott also got injured. So it came down to this Bonner boy-looking kind of goalkeeper called that Zigi.
Kochi!
I know that's all you the line.
Yeah, you know, so that one, you start engine, say Bonner boy looking.
That will enter.
He enter 150. Interesting. Okay, Kochi, thanks.
Well, kudos to Debbie who told me, can you see that this guy looks like Bonner boy?
Interesting. Okay.
But he's a good goalkeeper. He had 10 caps coming into this match. He plays out there in St. Gallen. So he's also seasoned there, but not beyond his years, with kind of little experience.
Definitely. I know this kind of game, the World Cup, where you have a C Ronaldo. Kochi, thanks so much. The chairman, CEO, Brila Media, Dr. Larry Zawaji. Thanks so much, Kochi.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, 09040,089. Man, now I feel like Bonner boy looking goalkeeper. He goes just shout, yeah. He has shouted one yeah after the goal from the penalty spot by Cristiano Ronaldo. 09040,089, 09041,089. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Baba.
Hey, Master, what's happening?
I greet you. How you doing?
Baba, we just did with this up.
I greet you. I greet the other bros who, don't forget his name.
Vicky is here. Agawanda is here as well.
Good evening.
Agawanda, bros, I greet. How about you? I greet you.
Oh, thank God. And you?
I greet, yeah. Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Thank you.
Vicky, I greet you. Mommy, I greet you.
Yeah, right. Then they greet you.
Yeah, Baba Femi, now Zube they talk.
Zube.
Daddy, I greet you. Daddy, want to see for watch party?
Baba Femi, I'm talking about
Where now?
Baba Femi, they don't open the floodgate now. In your son. You know, so they been roast the other goats on Monday. This one will feel roast this one. This one not hungry.
This one has stubborn goats.
This one now stubborn goats. Not this one. This one I read your I swear. Baba don't collect a record back. It's okay. Baba Femi, our African team, we sabi start, but we all of be finished, and that's our problem. These people are far away better than us. You see this way, they don't do on the we see they 10% self, we total that they see. You understand? Giddy go, no fit comot from group stage. You understand, Baba? Africa need to change the way of their play. All of them, they all play the same pattern, Baba. If you start from day one, they look them the same pattern. You go defend for 15 minutes, come out for 2 minutes, go defense again, Baba. All the Africans, they don't come out for their group. All the Africans, you got the Africans, you go to World Cup, they don't feel score reach to go, Baba. All of them. If they see all of them total.
Update. Ghana, don't equalize.
Top striker. As he just went top, there is a recolorization. Yes, top striker. I tell it to you. Finally, we have a goal. It is by Ghana. Let's ring the bell.
They don't recognize.
Top striker.
Tell me.
Top striker. Andre. Dede. He got the goal for Ghana. Pulls one back. Top striker in the 73rd minute, and definitely it is Portugal 1, Ghana 1. Up Africa. It is game on.
Okay. Washiri. It is Dede Ayew. He was in the right position for that to tap it in. And who? What a leveler. Yes, Dede Ayew, the captain of the side, did that. Man, no easy. In Papa gonna look here. I not play for World Cup, I not score for World Cup. But my son, you don't do him. My son, you don't do him. 2 KK for you. They will give him 3 extra wives.
Man, Mohamed Kudus, what a player. What a player. He's been a live wire in this Ghanaian side.
Hello.
And pretty much fantastic play we've seen from him.
All right, good evening.
Good evening. My brother, I greet you.
Good evening.
To you.
Good evening.
Yes, you. My name is Odi Efosa.
Quickly. Yeah.
This one where they can't give Ghana this penalty. I know happy at all.
If you can't go me 2-1, use penalty score.
I know they happy at all.
But it's 1-1 already. Do you know?
Discuss now 1-1 discuss now. Now 1-1 discuss now. Hey, Foster Sunday. Now 1-1 now. Sure you know.
Hey, mama!
Ghana don't score now. Now 1-1.
Yes, Ghana for left. See, Ghana they follow. I follow Ghana with all my map for this World Cup. Ghana out the way. Ghana out the way.
Now they are you scored the goal for them. Beautiful goal.
Yes, are you? Yes. Thank you. I thank you.
So how are you? So how are you? How are you?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Are you joking?
Okay, so Vicky is right here. Are you sure that this game can still see more goals? Are you sure?
Yeah, pretty much so. Fear is out the window now. Fear is out the window.
I don't think AYEW.
Sure, I followed. You didn't see me. I followed. Fear is out the window now. 15 more minutes to go. The Ghanaians think that something can really happen in this game, and the more they get into those danger zones, the better. Fernando Santos, one of the ways people will ask questions about him and what he does for the Portuguese national team again, has propped up once again. Ruben Neves wasn't doing badly. You brought on substitution and you brought on William Carvalho to come play in the midfield. When the Rafael Leao in the attack would have offered more and probably give you something to put this game to bed. But what did you do? A defender to come in. Now Bukari is coming in, the guy who plays for Red Star Belgrade. He's also pacey, lively as well. And then the Crystal Palace man, Jordan Ayew, the younger of the Ayew brothers. His elder brother is coming off now.
We talked about that earlier.
Yes, just something to give the attack a bit of a bite. And let's see how it goes. Mohamed Kudus, fantastic play. We've seen him in the colours of Ajax this season. He had just returned from an injury the time they played against us. And really, he's been one player who's shown himself as far as this particular game is concerned. Rafael Leao is only coming on now. These are situations where you want to ask questions about Fernando Santos and what he really brings to the side. But they are here, and let's see how they're able to maneuver themselves and maneuver their way out of this. But I think this will be the easiest game they will play in the group because they have Korea to play against. No two games are the same, but you never know what that could mean. They also have a Uruguay to play against. This would be a very tight group. That I think this group will produce some of the third best losers, and that would see people advance into the next phase of this competition. But I tell you what, if it gets to a point where the ball is able to get into the Portuguese half and the pace is good for what the Ghanaians could be offering, then we might see
Update, ladies and gentlemen, let's go straight for update. His name is Ayew Félix. Ayew Félix. Yahoo! Félix! Yo, Félix! His name is João Félix! The name is João Félix! The name is João Félix! I show you the video for the I tell you what's up.
His name is Baba Femi.
Hey, name is Baba Femi. For Baba Femi.
Yeah,
For Baba Femi.
See, that's
That's what's up.
This guy, Diego Simeone, they take play right back.
And they tell
This
you.
guy.
And they tell you. He said for Baba Femi. Yeah, it's 2-1 right now.
Topmost had to actually put up a defense for the Ghanaians. I guess when they made those substitutions, they were believing they could do something and sort of left themselves exposed and got carried away at the back. One thing that is consistent with the African teams I've noticed in this competition is a low level of concentration.
No, VQ, let me put this. I think the coach, in terms of timing for the subs, got it wrong. The Ghanaians already struck a rhythm. That was the wrong time to make a substitution. When you are already, you built a momentum and you struck a rhythm. I don't know. Agawa, you're right here.
You are right. You are right. Because Ayew was already hyped up.
Yes.
You know, he's
He just got to go.
Then you can't just pull him off. You need to let him sink everything down and then let him have the momentum breakdown by himself before you take him out. He just scored a goal and he's hyped up for, to continue playing the game, and you took him out. So the whole team will now calm down because
yes, the rhythm dropped.
So the rhythm of
and
the game
the Portuguese were happy that substitution was made because you slowed down that rhythm and the tempo and afforded them chance to just come and then hit you. That was it, and that's where you question at times our coaches. You understand what I'm saying?
Look, it's not even in doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, update!
First touch, first
Update!
Rafael
You see what I'm
Leao.
talking about?
Rafael
You see
Leao.
what I'm talking about?
First touch,
You
first
see
goal.
what I'm talking about?
It's-
Just a distortion of rhythm, 2 goals within how many? You know what I'm talking about right now?
It's I think sometimes also it might be that, but when you've scored a goal, you have a right to start believing. You have a right to start believing. I do not want to say that it was wrong because if it had worked, yes, it is wrong now because of course with the benefit of hindsight we can say that you should have kept it that way. But the moment it doesn't click for you, it becomes the thing that will
No,
count
it's the
against you.
timing. It might have been the right one, but the timing. You cannot do the wrong thing the right time or the right way.
How would you know when it is the right time? That's also another problem.
The right time. No, they just scored. There was a rhythm. You wait a bit.
They are hyped up.
Yes,
Well-
there was a rhythm.
Well, maybe
I
also.
wouldn't do that when I have a top performer, even if I was doubting his ability, and I wanted to change,
And he just
scored a goal. Eh? That's so.
Yeah, I kind of agree, but I look at some of these things and I mean, in comparison to some of the best leagues in the world, it doesn't come any bigger than the knockout round of the Champions League. Sometimes, if you don't get it right, that's when people can question why you made a change like that. Probably you should have been looking at the defensive transition and be looking at fresh legs to bring in the defense. But it was looking at how to push them back and bring in fresh legs in the attack. It is sad, but sometimes that's the difference between quality teams and those who are aspiring to get there. I mean, someone wrote a book recently where he said Africa no longer naive, but it looks like that is going to be
Africa is very naive. We have to
that
go
will
back.
last
See,
for a
I
long
said
time.
right now, I'm sorry, Kochi, sorry we are disturbing the rhythm of the game. Kochi is watching because the same way he's feeling the rhythm, we have to disturb Kochi a little bit. Kochi, the chairman CEO of Brila Media, Dr. Larry Zamanje. Kochi, you welcome back, Kochi.
Yes, Femi.
Kochi, sorry, we have to disrupt this your rhythm.